to guarantee that this early game is devastating so that Team Hawk falls behind as soon as possible. Keep in mind, Amal, they got to play for the purple side of the map.
We're gonna go into game number 2 right now between Team Hawk and Red Esports. And I want to start it off by prefixing that even for Yura, right, even on this Novara, which we say has incredible late game damage, if Red Esports gets a hit, you have so many different sponges to just soak up the Novara damage. I feel like it's gonna reach a point where it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Team Hawk are gonna be looking to push out that mid wave as fast as possible with Angela and Novara, but Noir is gonna take some time pushing Mao away instead.
Yeah, I think Mao, he got the information on where this Link started. They know that Link is eventually going to be on top of this purple buff for the time being, and Yura, again, finding information of his own, right? We're checking how quickly they're clearing these camps, whether or not this Boxy is going to take this purple buff away. But more importantly, if the Litho Wander, Wander falling into the hands of that Link, they want to be able to speed up this Link to get level 4 and start to snowball early.
It's already off to a better start for Red Esports. They didn't have a buff stolen by Yura, so that is good news for Amal already. The Panda is going to be losing some of the trade against Melboy. That is sort of expected when you have the models with you. But all things considered, this goal lane, is it still going to be as interactive as game 1?
I don't think so. I think right now it's heavily in favor of Melboy, and more importantly so, if Panda is able to close the distance and get his light wheel on top of Melboy, he will be in a lot of trouble. Just keep in mind that if that does happen, Melboy will have to use Inspire to keep himself alive.
The Gold Crab going over to Amal as well, so Panda is going to take some sort of a punishment again. Melboy trading with him with Mao by his side. Yura will be there for Team Hawk. With that being said, Turtle is going to be spawning on the top side.
Yeah, you can already see the fast rotation coming in from Red Esports. More importantly, if they break the Firaga armor from Iris early on, even if he hits level 4, he won't be able to use that last Insanity. Yeah. Kim is going to work with Rank QT to hit level 4 too, and I think this Turtle should fall into the hands of Red Esports.
Already down to 50% health. Team Hawk showing up at the scene, but Noir doesn't have the hot guard. Flicker penalty zone, alright. Lovely secure by Red Esports on the Turtle, and now Noir is going to be gone on. First blood given over to Amal. Iris now losing that Firaga armor, has to back off.
Nicely done, very nicely done. They trade Ren QT's Flicker for Noir's Flicker, and as soon as he's out of there, that's when Kim can freely use the real world manipulation to help slow it down and get Amal ahead. Now, this purple buff has not been contested as much as I would like it to be, right? It just shows that Red Esports respects the Angela in the earlier stages of the game where she is extremely relevant, and then will slowly start to scale off as time goes by.
We say that, right? But Noir, it does feel like Team Hawk don't really have an intention to contest the Turtle, and yet Noir was showing himself without the hot guard. So let's feel a bit weird. Yura actually forced the Flicker. Ren QT with the penalty zone, forcing that battle spell out from a Novaria.
Yep, that's another Flicker gone for the side of Team Hawk and Melboy. I think this is the game plan that they were hoping to pull off in game number 1.
Uh-oh, Panda. Deathless in game 1. Might get your first soon. Hard guard used preemptively, and Red Esports was like, wow, you use the ultimate, we're gonna back off.
Worth it! They walk away with a huge ultimate already down, and this is gonna set up perfectly for the next 45 seconds, because I don't think Angela is going to have the hard guard in time. Oh, she did take cooldowns.
Cooldown,
so
yes.
They did take cooldowns, which means she might, if they drag it out long enough, Team Hawk should be able to get the hard guard back for the Turtle fight.
Should have it in time, but it's gonna be a bit harder if they lose this spot. Tier 1, and instantly they engage on the Panda. Real manipulation, and I'm offended both used, but Panda, wow, survives that. Gary, he's going to be on top of the wall, trying to look for some engage, but will not find any.
Yep, they make sure that Mal isn't going to give a kill over to Gary. Make sure to zone out Gary overall. And in the next 10 seconds, let's see how this is going to play out, because I don't think Team Hawk is going to walk anywhere close to this upcoming Turtle.
Only real manipulation was used by Kim, so you still have penalty zone. You still have I'm offended on the side of Red Esports. This will not be a Turtle that Team Hawk can get for themselves. Iris will show his face a little bit, but as expected, Amal will secure the second Turtle.
Yep, and Gary, no intentions whatsoever. He's just going, oh, did you use Retribution? Yes, not. I'm going to be taking this, and see ya later.
Talk about fast-tracking the tempo, right? Gary is now one level ahead of Amal. He has been power farming the entire game. The AI winning prediction, though, is in favor of Red Esports. 65% to 35 at the 4-minute mark.
Yep, Team Hawk changing their attention down towards the bottom side. They want to make sure that Red Esports don't have a comfortable means to set up a dive once again. I would expect that Team Hawk is going to make another lane swap the closer the turtle comes. Very similar to game number 1 and their draft and the way they pattern. Oh no.
Penalty zone on the Panda. He's trying to get away. The hard guard will come to his rescue, and Panda now feeling a bit more confident to try and shred Ren QT. It feels like an individual mistake from Ren. He's gonna to try to get the kill, but there's no chance he wins that one. Maybe Red Esports can get something back on the bottom side. Iris playing around the corner of the box and survives.
Oh man, Ren QT had the flicker so much earlier while the wave was still nearby, so maybe that he could spell them just enough to outsustain Panda's overall damage. Keep in mind, Panda doesn't have the Trinity build completed just yet.
And even then he was destroying Ren QT. I believe what, we have 1 or 2 level disadvantage. That is absurd. Bottom tier 1 in massive danger. Still staying alive with half health left, but Team Hawk had to expend a lot to protect it.
Yep, just shows how effective Panda, Carry's passive is. The true damage is such a valuable asset for the team. Ren QT, I don't know. I mean, he's looking a lot better in game number 2, but there's definitely moments where it's just like, man, it's close. He's making it a lot closer than it should be.
Yeah, it comes down to those close instances, right? Just got the Bloodlust X. That will help him a lot more in these fights, but this is definitely a closer game too. 6 minutes in, less than 1,000 goal advantage separates these two teams.
Yep, Iris will first item priority instead of going for the immortality. It's Ice Queen's wand. He wants to start winning this lane. He wants to start to heal for the rest of his team, and I think it's really important that he does so because there's no quote-unquote dedicated tank coming in from Team Hawk.
So far, Amao still almost a full level behind Gary, and if you're Team Hawk, you are going to be okay with it. I'm surprisingly there's only 2 kills across the board, right? 1 for each team. And Team Hawk, they are hitting those items slowly but surely. Berserker's Fury first item for the side of Gary is going to go for the Corrosion side. Next, and there it is, just got it.
Yeah, very slight leads for the side of Red Esports. Nothing too substantial just yet. I mean, the gold lane could compound in interest later on as the lane swap has already begun. You see that this Melissa is running up top side.
Amao having a pretty fun time so far as the boxer, as with all boxers.
That is punishable.
And then Gary finding Kim. That's got the hard guard on him. Astro Echo actually hitting onto 4. This could be a big fight. Room manipulation used as well as the Sanity and the Snipe to get rid of Kim. Mao also dropped. Team Hawk finding 2 in the top side river.
Yeah, but I mean, they caught the rotation from Kim. Very smart for the side of Team Hawk. They forced the response out of Red Esports and immediately punched them based on the information of Amao essentially being in their jungle.
Yeah, Malboy doesn't have to inspire for another 50 seconds. Gary, the fact that he is uncontested the entire game has given him so much window to work with, but, well, Ren QT will not be able to catch him, unfortunately. It is a Ling.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really, really tough. I think that Team Hawk, if they can keep finding these pincer maneuvers, and more importantly, if they can get Red Esports to overcommit on one side of the map, it'll be very easy for Team Hawk to either take full control of the opposite side, or better yet, to close in deeper into their side.
Multiple members up top, they're looking for Panda. This carry flickers into the hands of Kim. Gets help on Hardcore, stands his ground, still gets the trade with Iris by his side. Now Iris uncontested, last insanity coming true. It's gonna blow up in the face of Kim and he will barbecue him as well. Team Hawk finding trades towards the revive. Iris with the help of Yura from downtown. Almost kills off Malboy, but Gary has got that cover. Tempest of Blade is there. Ren QT late to the fight, looking to redeem some of these kills, but Team Hawk has won it.
Yep, nicely played coming in from Team Hawk. I mean, especially well played from Iris. He's probably calling a Ryura to shoot on top of me. I'm willing to, I got immortality. I will respawn, but you will put Melboy at 1 HP. Trust.
Iris playing with the Paragon armor, just gonna commit the ult. Oh, God, Mao doesn't stand a chance. And Team Hawk have gotten full control of this lord unless Ren QT can salvage it. Finds Panda, finds Iris. We needed him to step up, and the hero within Ren QT is there.
He's warming up, baby. He's warming up. He's becoming an absolute monster right now. A menace to Team Hawk. He can't catch Gary, but he can sure as hell punish Panda as well as Iris.
And that was without the flicker as well. It's gonna be up in another 60 minutes. Gary, can you pull out some heroics? Team Hawk looking for a potential steal. Yura, he's out of this fight already. Malboy pushes him back. Penalty zone already expanded by RenQT. Gary now gets to move along the wall freely. Astral Echo is going to be there. Yura giving vision. Gary jumps in, takes out the Melissa, gets the Lord. Are you kidding me, Gary? You should not have been able to do that. Iris returns, blows up Melboy, blows up Amau. How did you let this slip away, Red?
No, that's so unfortunate. They know that Gary has a level lead on Amau, which should not be the case. Right now, Red Esports have omitted the fact that they haven't been pressuring the purple buff as much as they wanted to. They play for these neutral objectives to try and get themselves ahead. Melboy is doing some good work, but unfortunately, it's starting to cap him off right now. As Team Hawk crack open the tier 1 with Lord on their side, they're going to take full control over this game until Red Esports catches up in gold.
That was that one window that Red Esports really needed to solidify a potential, well, some chances in game 2. And slowly slipping away, Team Hawk. Iris, he's already in. Astral Echo onto 4. An explosion on top of Malboy. Oppenheimer from Team Hawk. And Gary cleans it up. Panda! Absolute madman to dive in for the third. Gives his life away, but Team Hawk, please do not do it again. It's only 11 minutes, but this bottom inhibitor is gone. No way they end this.
They got another wave.
No way they end this, right?
Melboy is 8 more seconds. They're going to back off. Miles coming back in 7. I think it's a good call coming in from Team Hawk. They're not trying to beat their previous high score, but they sure as hell have set up for it.
We don't have much time until Team Hawk potentially closes it out 2-0, but what the heck happened? How did this swing around so drastically in favor of Team Hawk?
I mean, I think Red Esports are tunnel visioning on their own strategy, right? Let's first look at the damage dealt overall. Melboy, he's doing pretty well for himself, but holy cow, Yura is getting pokes of a lifetime with Iris actually following up. The fact that the last Insanity is already going to give you a free slow because of the Ice Queen's wand, pair that up with the Astral Echo, you can barely move. And then when you think that it's all over, all of a sudden, the Astral Recall, Astral Sphere comes launched at you, and even if you are at 1 HP, you're not safe. Gary will hunt you down. This entire comp is about peeling you to as low as possible, and when you feel safe, that's when they strike.
We reached a point where Iris is living up to Esport's ultimate. He is insane. He is engaging with the ult when his team isn't even there, but they don't need it, right? Because Yura will provide the vision that they need.
Yep, and that's the scary part, right? Like Red Esports,
look at this swing.
They have a lack of information from what used to be 65% from the 4th minute of the game from Red Esports. Team Hawk has slowly clawed their way back. 57 at 8 minutes, and now 78% at 12. This game is looking mighty tough for Red Esports.
They were in the lead before Lord, and I mean, this Lord steal and another team fight win has really fast-tracked Team Hawk's chances of winning this. And just to echo what you said, right, the fact that Red Esports have an oppressive jungler, but they are not pressuring Gary to start to see the effect even before the lore starts. He has a level advantage, he's power farming, he's getting his item timings faster than Red Esports. Right now, max level at level 15. So Red Esports, they don't really want to take this lore because they can't contest it.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like Iris has so much faith in his team that, like, okay, Yura, you're going to hit these shots. You're going to open up that map for me to confirm so that Gary can clean it up. If not, Panda.
Astral Echo used preemptively against 4-member spot out. You don't know where Melboy is, so that's a good sign for Red Esports. You are not exposing your goal laner. Mid lane is shoved in, so RenQT has to deal with it as Team Hawk poised with the idea of this lore, but you do not need to rush it. Look at that! Look at that poke! Are you kidding me? Melboy, not like this, uses the ult, Inspire, doesn't matter. Gary just steps on him and stabs him to death. Panda goes absolutely ballistic. Team Hawk wipes out Red Esports, and they paint the floor red with their blood.
Holy cow, that team fight wasn't even remotely close. What happened? Melboy just got hit once. One time at max range by Yura, and this fight was done.
The dynasty of Team Hawk is going to continue. Amox and the rest will find themselves with a 3rd series win in the MPL group stage against the likes of Red Esports.
One hell of a game coming up from Team Hawk. Ah, man. Red Esports not feeling up to the task just yet, but another mini-boss taken down.